All right, here it is, the P.I.L method. So these are the actual phone scripts. So I realized that we needed an outline and scripts for our receptionist. So that's where I came up with the P.I.L method. I found some other scripts that I borrowed from. That's where I found number one, the positivity, and um, so we got some key phrases in here. So we want to get on the caller side as soon as possible. So someone's calling your law firm, you want them to feel like they're calling an old friend, feel like this is the answer to their question. Yes, a lot of times, um, they found you online. They don't know what they're looking for. So if they can get greeted in a nice way, that's half the battle a lot of times. They just, I joke around, and it's really true. The way we get business is, one, we answer our phones, and number two, we're nice. It's that simple. In a world where a lot of people are going to voicemail, having non-humans answer the phone, robots, things like that. So people really appreciate a human person, and if you're nice, that goes a long way. So it's positive communication. Now it's time to identify, what type of caller is this. So in addition to getting their name and phone number and email, that stuff, we want to be able to categorize them as soon as possible. Is this a new client, someone calling for the first time, an existing client, someone you worked for, previous client? It could also be a current client, someone's in the middle of something. Determine the type of service needed. Are they looking for estate planning, probate? What's fun and challenging about this, a lot of times people don't know what they need. They're calling up, and they may be asking a question about a will, or someone died, or something like that. So you got to ask some questions in order to categorize the caller and see what exactly they're looking for. Now, after you figure out what type of caller it is, so if it's a new estate planning leads, we have what needs to be done right here. And if it's a probate lead, we have the process here. So let's look at the estate planning leads first. So for estate planning leads, we call our process the personal family legal session. So to meet with an attorney, they can do that either via Zoom or in real life. Now, before that meeting, we send them a personal inventory. Now, we actually charge for that meeting. We charge a fee, and we allow them to waive that fee if they fill out the personal inventory. So a lot of times that's one of people's questions, like, is there a fee to meet with the attorney? And if they fill out the personal inventory before, that's a way to waive that fee. And that was like a gift I gave to my team. Once we implemented that, it became a lot easier to get people to fill out those personal inventories before the meeting. The other thing that we do is they meet with my legal secretary, Paige, before they meet with me. So she meets with them to review that personal inventory. So in order to waive the cost of the meeting, they have to fill it out. And then once it's filled out, then Paige will go over it with them, make sure it's filled out. Then she'll schedule the meeting at that time. And she also shows them our fee agreement at that time as well. So they can get an idea of what our prices are, and we can see what they're looking for. So sometimes we determine right then it's not a good fit, and they don't continue on with the attorney meeting. Or if they do continue on, as the attorney, I have a good idea of what they're looking for, and kind of we've already set some expectations. Now, if someone's inquiring about probate or trust administration, this is our process. We want to gather the information, explain that we're here to help, and then we offer an appointment right away. Now, a lot of times they're calling from out of town, so they're not able to come to town, so they want to talk to the attorney as soon as possible. So So for the admin leads, we're trying to meet with them and get with them as soon as possible. So here's the process for existing clients, previous clients. Then we have some objections in here. A lot of times people might call and they want to know what is the price for a will, or how much do you charge? And we don't know exactly until we know, what they need, until we have a better idea of what they need. So we explain that if they fill out the personal inventory, there's not a fee for the meeting. And after that meeting, the attorney can then quote a flat fee for them. And any questions they have, like a lot of times people might want to talk to the attorney, or they have certain question, estate planning related, and the answer to all those questions is it's kind of circular. In order to get the answer to that question, they need to meet with the attorney. In order to meet with the attorney, they fill out the personal inventory. Some notes about finalizing the call, and then the conclusion. So that's it. Pretty straightforward, actually. So you'll want to customize this for your team and your processes, so they know exactly what needs to be done. Good stuff. P.I.L method. So it's the outline. We have the core values is kind of like the backbone of this. So in everything we do, we want to make sure we're mindful, have that spirit of empowerment, and also passion. P.I.L method. Customize it for your team, put it to work, and review it. Make sure it's doing what you need it to do, and if not, adjust.